You're watching Fox Sports, home to the World Series, the BCS, the NFC Championship, the Daytona 500, and FoxSports.com. We are Fox Sports!
We're coming to you live from Southern California, where the big event is about to start. I'm on the red carpet, and anyone who's anyone is here as well.
It's the first time I've walked the red carpet to a race.
NASCAR on Fox.
All the stars are here tonight, and everyone is hoping to leave a winner.
Hey, I want to be a cameraman.
Oh, there's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Ah, there's last year's winner, Carl Edwards. The big winner from last week's Daytona 500. All right, we are here on the red carpet with Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch, Elliott Sadler. Who are these guys? All right, I've got Carl Edwards with me, and you're sporting a new look, huh?
Yeah, it's duck.
Tell me about who you're wearing.
Oh, I'm wearing a beautiful suit.
Of course, Italian threads.
We went with the digital camo pattern.
We custom fit it. Fits real nice.
That's what the ladies tend to like.
Tell me how you feel about your chances for this race.
Good. I'm feeling good. Always feeling good.
We're pumped up about it.
I think we got a shot to win this one.
Love coming here to California. Beautiful, fun in the sun, and a great racetrack.
Things are wrapped up here on the red carpet. It's finally time for NASCAR on Fox.
The Auto Club 500 presented by Quaker State as we come to you from the Auto Club Speedway east of Los Angeles in Fontana, California, and getting ready to race. The California adventure to take us through it, our guys who do all season long, and they do a good job. Larry McReynolds, Darrell Waltrip, Mike Joy, yes?
The Three Amigos.
The Three Amigos.
Right.
They're ready to go.
I saw that movie. It had a happy ending, but I don't think it's.
Hey, this is
not in it.
This is Ishtar down here, okay?
The speeds at this racetrack, Darrell, are very similar to Daytona, where we started the season, but the racetrack is very different. How does this track drive differently than Daytona?
Well, at Daytona, you can enter the turns at 190 miles an hour, and it feels fairly comfortable because you've got 31 degrees of banking to catch you, something to lean on. Here you're going a good 20 miles an hour faster into a relatively flat turn, 14 degrees. Car does not want to stick, does not want to turn. Takes a lot of willpower on the driver's part to will it through the turn. Car wants to go straight, you want to go left. There's a big battle going on inside that car every lap.
Roush Fenway's had a lot of success here. Hendrick Motorsports, Kyle Busch has won everything so far this weekend. Who are we leaving out, Larry? Dark horse picks for the Oscar. How about a dark horse for today?
Well, there's no question. The obvious choice is Jimmy Johnson, the 48 car. They've dominated both the practice sessions. Yeah, you look at the Roush Fenway group. They got their two favorites, Matt Kenseth, then Carl Edwards starting about mid-pack. But when I watched practice yesterday, Mike, I don't think some drivers that we've seen a lot of talk about is two of the Roush Fenway drivers starting near the front of the pack. I think we've got Greg Biffle up there and Jamie McMurray. They looked awfully good. But we always have comers and goers here at this 500-mile race because 500 miles versus qualifying is a lot different. A guy I'm going to be watching, he was fast on Friday in qualifying, had to change that engine. He'll be at the rear of the field. I think Brian Vickers in that 83 car, he's going to be a guy that's going to be going to the front.
All right, let's have a look at the starting lineup for today's Auto Club 500. Joe Nemechek made the show, missed it in Daytona. He will start 43rd in his unsponsored Toyota. Michael Waltrip, starting at the rear, goes to the rear, along with Jeff Burton, John Andretti, Jeremy Mayfield in the show 2 weeks in a row. David Stremme back there with Travis Quapple in row 19. Scott Riggs in the race again, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. qualified there 35th, goes to the back. Rookie Joey Logano and Daytona pole sitter Martin Truex. David Gilliland from Riverside, California, replacing Mike Wallace in the 71. Eric Almirola. Dave Blaney is back behind the wheel, and there's Casey Mears. Ryan Newman and Paul Menard in the 14th row. Sam Hornish Jr., Carl Edwards, first to the Roush-Cotiers in the lineup. Let's let this cycle through and have Darrell get on the horn.
Jamie Mack, it's a DW Fox Sports booth. You got a copy there, buddy?
DW Live clear.
Jamie, good news. You're on the pole, buddy. What a surprise. What's the view like?
Well, it's gonna be a good one. 83 gets out of the way. Crowd Oil Port Fusion has been good since we unloaded. Donnie and Derek and all the guys on our team have given me a really good car. So we'll see what we can get here at the beginning and hopefully we fight for the win at the end.
Roger that, buddy. You had a great car last week at Daytona. Got into some trouble there in the big wreck. You got a car that good today?
You know, our car is equal to Daytona for sure. We're pretty good on new tires, and it seemed to stay underneath us pretty good. So hopefully make the right adjustments and put ourselves in a position at the end to be able to fight for the win today.
Well, I don't have to tell you, it would be cool if you could win today. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, DW.
Because McMurray started third with Vickers going to the rear, the inside lane moves up one. That will put him to the pole when we get the green. Make it a great race day with a perfect balance of flavor and refreshment with Budweiser, the great American lager. Let's get down to pit road for late-breaking stories, beginning with the executive editor of Speedway Illustrated, Dick Berggren.
Well, Jeff Gordon has not won a point-paying Sprint Cup race in over a year, but a week and a half ago at Daytona, he won his qualifying race, and he is ever so good here at the Auto Club Speedway. Led more laps than any other driver in this series here, and he has won here 3 times. Fast in practice, he starts 6th. Things are looking good for Jeff Gordon. Let's go to Matt Yoakum.
Dick, Dale Earnhardt Jr. hopes that history doesn't repeat itself, as Fontana, California has been a site of some of his biggest hits and hardest luck. In fact, the past 2 years in this event, he's finished 40th. Tony Eury Jr.'s cousin and crew chief told me it's been a work in progress all weekend trying to get the feel that Jr.'s looking for in that 88 car. He pulled a lot of the Hendrick knowledge. Feels like they've made some good decisions for today, but now throw in another variable, the weather. It's overcast and about 15 degrees cooler than it was during final practice. Steve Burns.
Well, Matt, Greg Biffle won this race in 2005. Before that race, I asked him about his car. He said it was ridiculously fast. I asked him just moments ago before he got in how this car was. Is it ridiculously fast? He said, no, this one's bad fast. Krista.
Well, a lot has been made about Kyle Busch going for history, trying to win 3 in a weekend. You know, Kyle, along with the driver of the number 5 car, Mark Martin, have won 3 races, all different series at this track. The last time Mark Martin won in a Cup car, it was 1998. And on an Academy Award weekend, he's kind of like Mickey Rourke, perhaps. Mickey Rourke coming back after 14 years. Mark Martin coming back out of retirement to try to win a championship. He's never won an Oscar. He's been nominated several times.
Let's take a look at our FedEx Understanding the Race from a crew chief's perspective. The trends of the pattern of the last 8 spring races here. On the average, 7 cautions. The least we had was 5 in 2002. The most we've had was 12 last year fighting a wet racetrack. On the average, the first caution comes out about lap 16, but in 2001, we did go all the way to lap 60. The longest green flag run, 81 laps on the average. That's almost 2 full runs on a tank of Sunoco race fuel. And the last caution on the average comes out about lap 224, roughly 25 laps to go.
That's good stuff, Larry. I like that.
Well, let's see if it comes into play, DW.
Check it out.
And I liked your Dale Jr. interview. He was very forthcoming, and I think it's probably the first week that he's ever been in a position of being under the microscope for something that happened on the racetrack that wasn't positive, and I liked his explanation.
I did too. His father taught him well. He's an honest man.
5 drivers will go to the rear. If you followed our practice coverage on Speed, you heard Dale Jr. talking about a questionable transmission that popped a gear on him not once, twice. They changed it. 3 engine changes, and Reed Sorensen crashed and went to a backup car.
There you saw pit road speed 55 miles per hour, and the fuel window 40 to 44 laps.
Jeff Gordon told us he has done an episode of Sesame Street.
Yeah.
They have worms, and he goes, wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Let's go worm racing, boys.
Yeah.
Well, we're not the invitation, but there's only one real thing.
We're not going to do that today.
Well, let's get to it then.